living alone for the first time at the age of 27. Let's talk about it, because as a desi woman, it is not as usual as you guys might think to live on your own. And especially I'm living at a later 20s, and that is also not as common as we can assume. When I was younger, I did want to live alone. Of course, a lot of people, they always want to live alone when they turn 18 and things like that, but I never did. I went to a school in the same city, I went to McMaster University, and I'm in the same city as McMaster University. So in my head, I'm like, why would I want to change and get an expense for no reason? As much as my family environment wasn't the healthiest, I still stayed on and went to university while staying at home, saving the molars. And then we went into, towards the end of university, I had met my partner, who's now my partner for 4 years, and we kind of moved in together. One thing about me is I'm a rebellious first daughter of an immigrant family. Being an immigrant myself as well, yeah, I'm quite rebellious. As long as I know it's going to help me, I'm going to do it. And what I mean by helping me, because ultimately what will help me will help my family, because what I want for my life is to be successful at all times so I can continue to pour into my family. So obviously it's a ripple effect. Getting into it, that's how I got to the point of not living alone. And then recently, about a month ago, my partner had to go for some business ventures to leave, and he had to leave the home. So then it has made me be by myself for the first time at the age of 27. Nobody prepared me for this, and I think it's different. If I had moved out when I was younger, it would have been different, because at that time when I wanted to move, it was to escape. It was to escape my family, toxic environment, and things like that. So maybe and maybe not, it would have been good in the way of leaving the bad environment at that time, but also maybe not the best, because I do believe, us ladies, we develop around 25, 26, like our frontal lobe, and we get better at making decisions, which I really think is true. So I think I would have made some decisions. Maybe it wouldn't have been best having all the freedom, because with freedom comes responsibility. But now, being 27, I'm just obviously at a very matured state in my life. Even though I was very mature when I was young for my age, because life happened too fast and too serious from my childhood. But now I think it's a good time. But nobody prepared me for the pros and cons. So let's get into my experience so far living alone. Let's talk about the first thing. You see, I'm an Aquarius through and throughout. That means I actually enjoy my alone time. A lot of times I'm like, people, please don't bother me. Like, I be doing my own thing. And even in the relationship as I am in and I live together, I still wanted to do my own thing. At times I want to go do my own shopping by myself, go eat out by myself, just do something on my own by myself, because I love my solitude and me time, and I enjoy it. And I think everybody should actually enjoy and take out me time. So pretty much I thought, Adiba, you'll be fine. You're going to be alone, you'll be fine. You already love enjoying being by yourself. Even when you have family and partner around, you do your own thing, they do their own thing. Only to realize I got lonely. Like, we don't realize sometimes that in our lives we want people around us, or just even the presence of our loved ones, a healthy person around us, is because we enjoy the witnessing of our life. That's why like a breakup or a friendship broken, that's a childhood friend, could really affect someone, because it took a big piece of your life. And that's true, because there was a big part of your life that you made a memory with them. So this is why breakups of any sort actually hurt us more than we could assume, because it's like a breakup of a documentation of our life. That's getting a little deep, but that's kind of how I perceived why I started feeling lonely, is because now I just do everything on my own, and everything I do is based on my choice and my validation, truly, if we think about it deeper. That brings me on to the point, discipline. Being self-disciplined on your own is actually a lot easier in some things and a bit harder on the other. Easier on the aspect that you do everything for yourself. If you're going to meal prep, become healthier, it's for yourself. You don't have to think about that, I'm making for my family or anything like that. You're just making it for yourself, and that's it. It's meal for one, plan for one, which I think is a lot easier to prep for. But comes with all the discipline and planning is distraction. Easy for me to just be on the phone the whole time. I mean, there was distraction while I'm still around family or my loved ones, but it was, watching something together. But now it's more because I don't really watch things on my own. I'm just not like that. I don't know why. I don't watch like movies on my own, shows on my own. I like having at least one person, a friend or a family member. So I guess it's the feedback loop I enjoy when watching something with another person. But now I be on my phone and stuff like that. So I have to be able to like get myself back together, right? So that has been super important and something I have to be very self-aware. So it's a time that you become very self-aware because everything is based on you. I also changed up my environment in the way that suits me. Because my partner was a lot healthier, it was easy for him to just have the self-discipline, whereas I still was in the progress and I still am to be more disciplined on health route. So now I pretty much buy things that suits me to be healthy. And if you guys have ever read, and if you haven't, you should read the book Atomic Habits. It'll kind of talk about when you're building habits, you want to be able to create an environment where you don't slip up. But that's what I'm trying to do. And it's been actually helpful to be able to do that in an easier route without having to think that, oh, this other person in the household needs to eat this, so let's get that. Chores. I know I'm gonna sound so spoiled right now, but when I was younger, I did chores. Like, I'm a South Asian woman, so you have to understand we grew up learning to do all kind of chores and stuff like that. But with my partner, he took care of so many of that without me having to lift a finger. Like, I have been so spoiled. The only things I used to do is like clean the house, like broom and mop, and that's about it. And I know it sounds so silly, but now I have to do everything, which I never did. And luckily, it's only for one, so obviously it's easier. He used to do for two without any complaints. Like, he's so nice, he's so great. I'm so thankful and happy for a healthy relationship. It's been different, it's been something to get used to, which I've not been used to before. And it's been different. Let's just put it that it actually takes time, because I'm the type of person, I think I have like self-proclaimed ADHD, because when I look at a task, let's say it was to washing a dish, I'm like, okay, I have to get up from my seat, I have to turn on the tap, I have to get the dishes, I look at the dishes, I pick up one dish, wipe, and then put in the water, wipe. I meticulous steps. I add it all together and I assume this is a huge task, but truly it's not. So what's helped me right now is pretty much time. So if I know, okay, it only takes 15 minutes or 10 minutes to do these dishes, boom, I actually put it in my to-do list and I put the timing. So what I do with every task I have on my to-do list, I have the task and then I have the timing potentially it could take with a little bit extra wiggle room. And after doing that, I've actually gotten to it. I love crossing out things on the list, so I create a list for everything, literally, or else it might not get done and I'll forget, even if it's necessary to be done. Something I want to touch on is culture. Like, our cultures, and this is not only a South Asian culture, right? There could be so many other cultures that can relate to this, where the woman only leaves the home if she's getting married. She only travels when she's done marriage. Like, I remember when I started traveling a bit more, and my dad's like, you can travel more after, like, you get married. I'm like, that's nice. Thanks for letting me know, Dad. My mom's never been like that. She just says, do as you please. As much as I butt heads with her when I was younger, and it was not the healthiest relationship in the house, it was quite toxic. My mom has done a lot of work to progress. Even being an immigrant mom, she's done an amazing job in doing to be self-aware as we as society become more self-aware. So she has pertained to that, especially being an immigrant mom, which is not common. So I'm super grateful for that. So it's been quite a different route in terms of the cultural norms, because almost never you see South Asian ladies being on their own. I see it being more common now than before, especially who grew up here, but still around the world it's not as common as we think, and there's still cultural barriers. And we have to remember, culture at the end of the day is pretty much bunch of people making rules together, right, at a very ancient time. And we have to understand that when we come to different places in our lives and journeys, doesn't matter what country you're in, we have to evolve. And as more information and technology evolves, we learn and understand things more, and we have to evolve aspects of our culture. We can't hold on to things forever that is not suitable and healthy for another person. Yes, there's parts of cultures that are beautiful, hold on to it, but there's also some toxic parts of the culture we need to let go. And this is why I'm even sharing this video, that hopefully someone watches this who are younger and they can see that, at any age you could actually start living on your own and you can figure it out, and it's okay being a South Asian desi woman, girl, to do your thing. Because one thing about me, I have rebelled, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Adiba's gonna do what Adiba wants to do, because I know ultimately it is for the benefit of my family. I had this before, but I still feel it even more now. It's just a peace. There's so much common peace, and if you come from any kind of a toxic household where you're always being told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, you deserve that peace. So if you're thinking of getting on your own, it's fair. Just make sure your finances are together of some sort. You have something stable coming in so you can actually support yourself and not have to make worse decisions out of desperation, because you never should make decisions out of desperation. Make decisions out of a better destination, the desire for better destination, of abundance, not from scarcity of not having enough or something like that. Just don't let it be a route of escape, be it a route of growth. But I'm grateful. I have not had the trajectory of life in the sense of the exact path that a lot of people might assume to have, like where you go to high school, then you go to university, then you go to job. I've just not been that type of person. I create my own path, and which I hope to attract more people in my community of YouTube to who are creating their own path, because I was a business owner since university, and I say this all to say that you create your own path. I'm 27 and I'm living on my own, and some people might think, damn girl, like that's quite a late age to live on your own. It's not. And if my mom had an extra bedroom right now, who knows, I would have went back and stayed with her. So it just do what you need to do for your life, because where we start in our life is very different. Where we end off in our life is very different. So why does a path have to look the same? So if you are creating your own path, I salute you. You're doing amazing. And please be a part of our community of here and subscribe. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, tell me your feedback, any questions you have. I will see if I can even make a video on any of those, and if anything, just share. This might help someone feel like they are making the right decision, validate them, because I used to be the one who watching YouTube videos to validate my decisions sometimes in learning about other ladies' experiences. So yeah, if you've been till here, thank you. Make sure again, like I said, like, because it pushes the video, and I hope more people get to see everything, and I hope to share more of these stories and also other things that you see on my channel. Until next time.